Good morning. Today we are doing a tour of Ourika Valley, the Atlas Mountains, and Agafay Desert.
Our original plan was to go skiing and snowboarding at Ourika, right?
Yeah, which is right behind us where we're stopped here. They have a ski hill there, which is super cool, but unfortunately there was not enough snow for us to do that right now.
Yeah.
So we found this last minute at like 10:30 p.m. last night, so we were running on short sleep. We rushed to get up and make it here on time.
Yep.
But we're looking forward to seeing what it has to offer. We're at our first stop now, which is just a little traditional farm. We had some mint tea and they offered camel rides, which we decided not to do just out of personal choice.
Yeah.
But we're about to head off to our next stop, so let's see what we got planned for the day.
So we are at our second stop now, and we stopped for breakfast and tea.
Yeah, so we are at a traditional Berber village, which we actually learned they are called Amazigh? Amazigh, not Berber. So
because Berber is like a European term that kind of means barbarian, so it's actually offensive.
Yeah, however, it's called Maison Berber. So it's a traditional Berber house. We stopped for some bread, tea, we got a tour, got to see some of how they make their argan oil and their argan oil peanut butter.
Yeah.
It's a really neat stop. Great people here, everyone was super, super kind. So we are headed off to our next stop, which I don't know what it is yet, but we're about to find out.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
Our next stop is in Imwil.
And we are 1,700 meters up in elevation, partway up to Cal Mountain.
Yeah, so we had a pretty far hike up here, but it ended at this gorgeous waterfall. It was actually a really fun hike, some cool bridges to cross. And they do have like some different food and juice vendors up here as well. But yeah, it's a stunning spot. We had no idea where we were going, so it was actually pretty nice to be surprised.
Yeah, and interesting parts to the hike, some interesting paths across the water. But yeah, we made it.
Yeah, so I guess we'll see what's next. So we just finished up our hike, which was actually a really long hike, but we got some incredible views from it.
Yeah, it was about 2.5 hours, and we lost a couple of our friends on the way.
Yeah, there was a couple that decided to drop out, but
it was too hard or too cold.
Stuck it out. It was fantastic. We just finished our lunch here. We had some bread. We had a pasta with cinnamon and sugar on it, and tagine. I had to think about that, local tagine, and it was all so good. So really, really enjoying the tour so far. I think that's it for our stops, but we will recap once we make it back.
Yep. So that brings us to the end of our day. It was a long day. We left at about 8:15 this morning and we just got back and it's now 6:30.
Yeah. Great day though. We really, really enjoyed the tour. I had no idea what to expect because Mia booked it and it was crazy last minute. So luckily it all worked out.
Yeah. We woke up, we went to the desert. We got to see the desert, obviously. There were the camel rides that we mentioned. We had tea.
Yep.
Anything else there?
Nope, that was it.
We spent maybe about an hour in the desert and then we drove. Our next stop was
the Berber house. For breakfast.
Yeah.
We had the Berber bread and mint tea.
And we got to learn how they make the bread and how they make argan oil.
Yeah.
And then the next stop, we went to see some of the houses and neighborhoods that were destroyed in the earthquake last year. and some of the living conditions for the people that live there. And it's just a reminder of how fortunate we are that we are able to travel and live comfortably right now when there's people that are still living in tents a year after a natural disaster because they don't have any funding for houses.
Yeah.
And then we went to
the Atlas Mountains.
Yeah,
So
and that's
that was
where we
our-
spent the rest of our day. We hiked up to the waterfall, and then we continued our hike around the Atlas Mountains, and we got to see some more neighborhoods. We got to see the snow peaks.
Yeah, it was really, really stunning up there. I was super happy we got to see that today.
Yeah.
I would say if you can make a tour to the Atlas Mountains work while you're here, that's an absolute must do in my opinion. It's especially between December and April when there is snow on the peaks.
Yeah.
It's really,
It's really
neat.
stunning.
Yeah.
What is the one mountain called, the highest one there?
Toubkal.
Toubkal Mountains are the ones that we got to see, which is really cool. And you can hike them further, but it's a multi-day trip. So
Yeah,
obviously
I
we
think
did
he
not do
said
that.
it's over 4,000 meters to the peak.
It is.
So.
And we did just over 2,000 at our highest point today.
Yeah, but overall, it was a really great tour. Our tour guide was absolutely fantastic. We're going to drop his WhatsApp down in the description. So if you happen to find yourself here and you're looking for a tour guide, send him a message. I'm sure he'd be more than happy to help you get something organized.
Yeah.
But that's it for this video.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it. Drop a like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for the next one.
Bye.